Hi, greetings. My name is Amira Senko for Quality, and I'm with Ask Life Coaching Ministries. To reach me, of course, it's www.ask314life.com. My information, and which including my telephone number, is 502-208-9142. Again, 502-208-9142. I just want to get that out the way before I begin talking. And today is a great day. Great morning, because it's like 3:21 in the morning time on Saturday. And of course, me being the person that I am, I'm able to be up and to talk with you guys. Okay. So I began to start thinking today. I had a great time with one of my sisters. And I've been trying to gel about different techniques to get people more aware about different things that they can do on the terms of healing, because that's what I really love to do. I really like helping people. I really love helping people, as a matter of fact. And I want to kind of go into enlisting people with understanding the principles of Reiki. And I know I've talked about Reiki many, many times. I'm a total advocate of Reiki, but it's just many types of Reikis that you can certainly get in contact with. But in today's video, I do want to discuss on Reiki healing. Reiki reading healing. And a lot of people don't understand that you can actually utilize Reiki to heal, to do readings on. And there is a such thing. Just keep in mind that Reiki is going to always be developed and continue to be developed. Many masters, and myself being one, because I am a grandmaster of Reiki, that you don't just stop at the 18th level. You can certainly go. And what I've been studying is probably over 70 something Reikis, different ones, and create mine. And it's tentative because they're being created more and more and more. You just don't stop at one level of Reiki. You want to continue to go on and learn about different types of Reikis. For example, I do teach levels 1 through 18. However, there are more than just that. They also have, like, for example, Angel Reiki. They have Zodiac Reiki. They have the Archangel Reiki. You know what I mean? It's just so much more to list. If I would tell you all the Reikis that I know of thus far, guess what? This video will be a 5-hour video. And guess what? We're not going to do 5-hour video, because, again, you can take my course. Okay? So what I do want to talk about is reading Reiki. And also just kind of tell people about Reiki. I know a lot of us don't understand exactly what Reiki is. And I did discuss in previous interviews about videos, rather, about Reiki. And just keep in mind that Reiki is a form of energy healing. That's just the bottom line to it. That's the layman's terms. If you want to learn more about Reiki, certainly you can take my course, and I'll be happy to teach you that. But the reading Reiki is very important because it discusses past, present, and future. And of course, my in taking that particular, it's not really a course. I don't teach reading Reikis, but I do offer that as a service. To learn more about getting that, certainly you can contact me, but I'll be more than willing to give you that. And I divide it up. It's actually $35 per reading, because it's divided into 3 sections. You have the past, present, and future. So it's 35 for each one. So I divide it up like that. So, for example, if you can't do it if you can only do it that first week, and then let's say that you're unable to come back until the next week, then we do it that week, and then we do it the week after next, if that's what you want to, or we can do it a month at a time. So this month you might do one, and then the next month you do another one, then the next month, because it's the way that it works. It has many different types of things. You can also do it also comes with a meditation. It teaches you how to do a type of a meditation. You might have to do a cleanse, a spiritual cleanse, with tapping into it through the water. I've given samples throughout some of my Facebook friends, and they found it very rewarding. Of course, me as a teacher, or me as a participant of it, I'm not only a president, but I'm a client of it, and I've done it myself. And it's very, very healing. I definitely want to reiterate that to you. So, for example, and I have my for example, like I was explaining to you before on how I do the tarot. I kind of do the Reiki ones the same way. So I kind of like stir my cards up. I'm not gonna show you because I don't want you to look at my cards, and you don't need to know what kind of cards I use. But so anyway, I'm stirring them up. And for example, I've select one, and this is dealing, and I'm of course dealing with my past. Of course, again, as always, you want to tap into your higher self. You want to tap into the gods, etc., to continue your blessings and just ask for blessings to continue on. So with this particular card, it's telling me to go to it's telling me to sacrifice tree and devotion to sacrificed. So basically, it's telling me to certainly sacrifice my time, my energy, and my wanted love for self. So when you're doing that, the meditation, it'll give you when you draw this card. Basically, it's asking you to meditate and reflect upon the trees around you. So basically, to get in touch with the nature of natural nature, which is the trees. Anytime you involve in nature, anytime you involve in trees and things like that, you talk about things in the elements of dealing with nature, and it's asking you to meditate. So with the weather kind of being iffy right now, so it's kind of, it can be done. You just have to, maybe hood up a little bit better. So this is just telling me to move on the path that I have found, and to deal with, certain heartbreaks that I've had in my past, to move on from that and to understand that the tree is so cleansing, and it's very much healing. And how the tree is made, and how the tree weathers different types of storms. The tree stands up no matter what. But however, just by looking at the moves of the tree, you look at the leaves, and how sometimes during the winter time, the trees goes through different seasons, metaphysically and physically. Because if you look at the elements of the weather, and the way that the elements of the weather does affect the tree emotionally. I know that sounds crazy, but it's the truth. And so definitely, and just like trees, it requires attention. And so attention to help trees grow more is through rain, certain elements. And sometimes in the tree, if you notice that even during the winter times, even through the snow times, tree doesn't die. It still continues to grow, even in the winter. And then it just talks about, wisdom, and how you have to have certain wisdoms within. And so there, you can't forget your sources. So when it talks about forgetting my source, that would be forgetting how I was brought up, and certain principles that I learned from my childhood, different people who have empowered me as a child, my parents, etc., aunts and uncles, and different elders who have been around, who have taught me the game, so to speak. So, you know, definitely in dealing with, I have to have a great nature and love of nature is very important. So because I pulled out this card, it wants me to give thanks to the experiences that I have had as a person and as a human being. So I always do that. I always, thank the different experiences that I have had. And of course, I have a couple of regrets in my life, but if it wasn't for those situations, that I would not be the woman I am today. and even finding my calling, because in life we all have callings and we all have to reach out for, these callings, and sometimes it takes us a long time to figure out what our callings are. And sometimes, you know what, we run from our callings, and we have to stop running from our callings, because it's really important we find out what we're supposed to be doing in this life. And who wants to wait until they're near death to go, aha, I figured it out, I get it all figured out? No, you want to definitely start as early as possible as you can, to find out what your callings are. Sometimes people can tell you. Some people like myself who are readers, we can possibly tell a person, here, this is what your calling is. But at the same time, it's always really great that, certain people can help you to find your way to your calling. But me as a reader, I would hate to um, tell you exactly, but I can certainly help you to find that. So with the Reiki readings help you to deal with past and future issues, and with me, it definitely. I had a client that called me, and we did a Reiki reading on them, and it did help them to find their calling. I had another client that did the Reiki reading with me, and it did help them to get more in touch with themselves spiritually. And then I had another client that was empowered to find themselves more, to basically create an entrepreneurship through getting a Reiki reading. So I'm definitely an advocate of Reiki readings, not just because I do them, but I think they're very empowering. So what I would suggest that you do is get a Reiki reading with me. So, at any rate, thank you so much for listening, and have a blessed day. Peace and blessings.